Tonight, a memorial was held this afternoon for the 11-year-old who was killed by accidental gunfire. Also, the supply chain shortage is even affecting Thanksgiving. We're going to tell you whether you can expect a bird on your dinner table. Also, the Badgers were home again against Army tonight. Our sports reporter Jordan Reed has all the highlights coming up. It's been almost 3 weeks since an 11-year-old in Fitchburg died after her family says she was accidentally shot by her older brother. Today, friends and family gathered for a ceremony in her honor. Tahalil Mahodin spoke to those who knew her best.
I'm feeling very sad, of course, but we want to celebrate her life.
Friends and family of Carolina Schenk are honoring a life taken too soon.
Because she deserves to be celebrated.
Her grandmother, Carol Pedretti, remembering the 11-year-old as energetic.
Happy-go-lucky. Just fun to be around and just a joy in all of our lives.
Family processing this tragic loss one step at a time.
The toughest part is a life cut short at only 11 years old, and tragically, accidentally. I mean, it was just, I think we're all still reeling and trying to go on wondering what our life will be like without her.
A time made easier by community support.
It has been wonderful. It's been wonderful.
Anna Larson organized this gathering because she wanted to help.
A lot of times these days, you don't know if your neighbors really care. And I think this is really going to show the family and friends of the family and all the kids affected that they're loved and supported.
Also giving the kids who knew Carolina a space to express their feelings.
There's a lot of other kids that are so confused. They don't know what happened. They don't understand, why they didn't see their friend again.
In Forest Ridge Elementary's eco-friendly way.
Because kindness rocks can be found around, the kids can look at them, and then, of course, bubbles still make it to heaven.
A way to never forget.
And always remember how much she meant to all of us.
In Fitchburg, Tahlil Mahdeen, News 3 Now.
An Amber Alert is out for a Milwaukee boy police believe might be with a homicide suspect. Major Harris, just 3 years old, was last seen in Milwaukee on Thursday. Harris is the son of a homicide victim who was found dead at his last known location. Police believe that Harris may be with Jaheim Clark, who is a person of interest in this homicide. Clark and Harris may be traveling in a black 2008 Chevy Equinox. Well, let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Austin Kopninski, who's outside with us.
That's right, and temperatures are cooling down just enough that I think something like a light jacket like this is probably absolutely perfect for what you need if you're heading out here still tonight. 49 degrees currently in Madison, so with the sun down, it definitely feels a little on the chillier side of things, but 49 degrees at this time of the year compared to 49 degrees at the end of winter, well, it feels a lot different, so we are starting to cool things down. Doppler track looking really good as of right now, so we're not expecting any more showers here for today or tomorrow or the next few days. Temperatures currently for most of us are still in the 40s, but there are a few spots in the upper 30s already. Way up north, we do have frost advisories in effect until 8 a.m. on Sunday. That is tomorrow. And tonight's low here in Madison, 39 degrees, so it is going to get quite chilly, but I'll have a look at your extended forecast and when we can expect to warm things back up coming up in a little bit.
Thanks so much, Austin. Well, COVID-19 vaccine mandates going into effect across parts of the U.S. are facing pushback from some Americans. Meanwhile, an FDA advisory panel's recommendation of boosters for both Moderna and the Johnson & Johnson vaccines could be approved as soon as next week. Michael George has the latest from New York.
California Governor Gavin Newsom's COVID-19 vaccine mandate for students won't go into effect for months, but some parents are already protesting, with plans to keep their children home Monday amid calls for a statewide walkout.
The vaccine mandate, I don't think, should be forced upon anybody.
The California mandate covering public, private, and charter schools is set to kick in after full FDA approval of the vaccine for different age groups. In Washington state Friday, Boeing workers turned out in the rain with picket signs protesting the plane maker's vaccine requirement. Some 125,000 Boeing employees must get shots to comply with President Biden's executive order for federal contractors. In Chicago, a vaccine mandate showdown is heating up between the police union chief and the city's mayor. The police union president is urging officers to defy orders to report their vaccine status to the city.
Any sergeant, lieutenant, captain, or above who gives you an order to go in that portal is not valid.
They do so at their peril. Insubordination is not something that we can tolerate.
Saturday, President Biden addressed the toll the coronavirus has taken on law enforcement during a memorial service honoring fallen officers.
Tragically, in the past 2 years, COVID-19 has caused more deaths in the line of duty than all the other causes combined.
And more lines of defense against COVID-19 could come as soon as next week. The FDA and CDC are reviewing an advisory panel's recommendation for Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccine boosters. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
A recent CBS News poll finds that most Americans say a COVID vaccine should be required in the workplace, at restaurants, and on airplanes. In Britain, the brazen stabbing of a member of parliament is once again testing how accessible politicians should be to their voters that they represent. It's also being described as an act of terror. Today, Prime Minister Boris Johnson visited the scene of the crime, laying flowers where David Ames was killed. The Conservative member of parliament was stabbed multiple times while meeting his constituents at church.
What more does my right honourable friend think that the police, society and Parliament can do to make sure that there never will in the future be such senseless murders again?
Authorities are now reviewing lawmaker security. MPs get police protection when they're in Parliament, but elsewhere they usually meet with their constituents without protection. With Halloween just 2 weeks from tomorrow, we thought it would be a good idea to check in with some local pumpkin farms to find out how crowds and crops are faring. When you ask Don Schuster how COVID changed his business, he knows he's lucky. Although Schuster's made small tweaks like timed tickets, families still came to fulfill their fall traditions in 2020.
Thing about it last year, it was so cool for us. You know, the college kids came out here in big numbers. They couldn't go anywhere, couldn't go to the bar, couldn't go anywhere. And they sat out here at the picnic tables having caramel apples.
So far, the Schusters say they've been getting bigger crowds than last year, especially on Sundays. 90% of the farm's total income comes from the fall season, so good weather and no weekend washouts is really good news for them. The holidays are right around the corner, and that means looking for the right turkey for the dinner table. But the turkey company Butterball is concerned that there may be a shortage in their supply this year. The problem isn't the turkeys, it's actually having people to dress them, to take the feathers off and get them ready to cook. One farmer says he raises about 60,000 turkeys a year, most of which are sold in November. He usually brings in about 100 temporary workers, but right now he has only 7.
I can dress with a skeleton crew, but I don't like to. I won't get the numbers I need. If I have a nice full dressing line, we can do maybe 2,500 birds a day. It's just the pace I like to have.
Well, some farm owners say turkeys are just a small part of their business, but they've already sold out of their pre-sale turkeys. That's about 250. They have another couple of 100 for resale close to Thanksgiving. Well, this morning, community members celebrated the grand opening of a new family learning center at Olbrich Botanical Gardens. The 8,500 square foot learning center is the first dedicated educational space in Olbrich's history. Many things will be offered in the classrooms, including educational programs, school programs, summer writing camps, and youth and family programs.
With this new addition, we're just really excited to highlight the importance of connecting children and adults, everyone really, with nature, and how that just really opens up growth in our understanding of the natural world and what we can do to protect it and be good land stewards moving forward.
The Learning Center will also use approximately 67% less energy than a building built to minimum code standards. Well, if you need something to do outside next weekend to embrace the sun and the beautiful weather that you can still get while you can still get it, you can join a restoration work party at the UW Arboretum. They take place between 9 a.m. and noon on Saturday mornings. Activities include cutting brush from restored areas, removing invasive plants, and burn unit preparation. Now, tools, equipment, instruction, and refreshments, very important, are provided. This afternoon, the city of Monona held its annual Fall Festival. There were many parts of the fest, from the 38th annual chili cook-off to the bake sale to the Hoot Hoot Hustle, which I still can't get over the name of that, which is their 5K to benefit Winnequa School PTO and Monona Parks and Rec. Also, what Fall Festival wouldn't be complete without a pony and a hay wagon ride. Melissa Miller from Monona told us what made this event special and different this year.
I would say the fact that everybody's actually excited for fall. You know, we have tons of summer events, we have a few winter events, but something about fall is just magical. People love coming out, love seeing the pumpkins, the ponies, the cooler weather, wearing their flannel. So it's all just a family fun fall day.
The weather was perfect for the festival with the high of 59 in Monona. You perfectly couldn't ask for any better weather on this fall day. Well, the Badgers faced off against Army's triple option offense today, and it ended victorious, but by no means was it a classic with the final score of 20-14. But all that matters is for these Badgers lately, it's the W. We're going to have the full breakdown of this one and the local scores that matter today when sports return with Jordan Reed in just a little bit. Well, coming up next at 10, we go inside 100+ years of old beer cellars that's been restored.
At U.S. Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. While the other guys may limit your options, at U.S. Cellular, you choose any phone and we make it free. That's right. Visit our store and any phone you see is free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month and get the most out of our state-of-the-art network, wherever you choose to go. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
This is Ford Truck Month. Time to take a ride in the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 with an available 12-inch touchscreen, an available interior work surface, and for powerful performance on demand, a class-exclusive available Pro-Power onboard mobile generator. These are America's best-selling trucks. This is Ford Truck Month. Inventory levels are coming back up, making Truck Month the time to get an F-150 with 0 for 72 and 1,000 retail order bonus.
Look how these age spots seem to vanish right before your eyes. Oh my God! Blemishes seem to disappear in seconds for a flawless complexion. You can't get this look with regular old-fashioned makeup. To get these flawless results that look years younger instantly, we have big news. Luminess has taken AIRBRUSH and now made it easy for every day. Call or go to getbreeze.com to get our all-new Breeze cordless airbrush that applies both makeup and skincare fast and easy with flawless results that look years younger in just seconds. Very little foundation is needed. Breeze uses up to 10 times less makeup compared to regular foundation, but with 3 times more coverage. That's maximum coverage using less makeup. Call or go to getbreeze.com to look dramatically younger instantly with Breeze.
I feel like I'm telling a best-kept secret.
It is literally the same size as a smartphone.
It is. Look at that.
You can only get this exclusive offer here. Call or go to getbreeze.com now for exclusive savings to start airbrushing and get free shipping. Don't wait.
Your dog is your best friend. But your dog's best friend is your ex-girlfriend, because she always has irresistible pepperoni. Be your best friend's best friend. Pepperoni.
Are you okay?
Oh, it's just a cold. If you have high blood pressure, a cold is not just a cold. Unlike other cold medicines, Coracetin provides powerful cold relief without raising your blood pressure. Be there for life's best moments with Coracetin, now in sugar-free liquid.
Hi, everyone. Sunday morning, we'll recap the Badgers' night game against Army and take a look at what comes next for Wisconsin. And fall-like feel is sticking around outside. We'll tell you just how long we're staying dry in the firstborn forecast. Sunday morning at 6:30.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Okay, so what do you get when you combine a historic Dane County structure with 1,000 hours of volunteer work, a celebration of heritage? The Rockdale community gathered today at the Camrock County Park to celebrate restoration efforts for the 19th century beer cellar. Last July, Parks volunteer Richard Moen started the project and has since made strides in letting sunlight into the space, as well as uncovering old stones.
I came by here last July and I could see that the
The 5 keystones right at the top were hanging on by their toenails and just about ready to fall down. And I said, this has got to change.
So the cellar is still undergoing restoration, but park officials are discussing having it open for the public for special occasions. To find out more, you can visit our website at channel3000.com. America's bumpy pandemic recovery has Americans grappling with greater prices across the country. Labor shortages and supply chain problems are fueling higher prices on just about everything. The latest data shows consumer prices are up more than 5% over last year. CBS's Lilia Luciano has the latest in Los Angeles.
Americans are digging deeper into their wallets this weekend. Food, gas, heat, everyday basics are getting more expensive.
Prices are ridiculous.
Consumer prices are at a 13-year high. Gas is up 42%, energy 25%, and at the grocery store, many items are out of stock.
The shelves are just completely empty.
America's demand for imported goods, coupled with logjams at the nation's ports, means shortages and higher prices.
The cost from point of origin to the destinations have gone up 10 times in the last 12 months.
University of Southern California global supply expert Nick Vyas says consumers will bear the brunt, especially lower-income Americans.
What does this mean for inequality?
That gap will widen because those that have a lot of resources, financials and otherwise, will do much better in the constrained environment that we're in today.
Small businesses are struggling. Owner Lily Kipper of Kip's Toy Stores saw the warning signs months ago.
We did our homework and started ordering really early on, like in April, for the holidays.
How are you dealing with the backlog?
It's very similar to just COVID, accepting that it's totally out of our control. Every day we open, we're like, okay, are we going to get a shipment today? I hope so.
Well, let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast once again with Austin Kopnitsky.
And you know, it really has been a beautiful day overall, and it's going to be another beautiful one tomorrow. In fact, I'm willing to bet tomorrow is going to be even nicer than what we saw here for today. Plenty of sunshine, temperatures a little bit warmer for tomorrow. We're actually expecting to reach the middle 60s. That's opposed to the upper 50s that we got trapped in here for today, and a little bit less breeze tomorrow. That's going to equate to a pretty nice overall Sunday. Dry conditions for most of these next 7 to 10 days, but we do have a few smaller chances for some showers here and there. And cool conditions, 50s and 60s, generally here to stay, but there's one exception. We do have one day that's actually expected to reach the low 70s, and I'll have details on that a little bit later on. Live look outside looks great, much of the same with the Doppler track. No rain is expected here for tonight or tomorrow or even the next few days, but what this future track is going to show are the temperatures, and they're going to get pretty chilly here tomorrow, upper 30s and low 40s, but then by the time we reach the afternoon, we are going to see those temperatures recovering into the mid-60s, and then we repeat that process. Mostly clear skies again in the overnight hours. That's going to help to drop those temperatures again, but with how warm it's expecting to get for tomorrow, temperatures are only really going to fall into those lower to mid-40s here by the time we reach Monday morning, and with that slightly warmer start, that's going to equate to a slightly warmer finish with more sunshine expected, upper 60s, and a potential for some low 70s even here on Monday. But we do have to get through a frost advisory that is in effect here until 8 a.m. on Sunday for some of our northernmost communities. So that's what we're watching out for here tonight. Even the non-shaded areas, there is going to be a potential for some frost here and there, but it's generally going to be few and far between and right around those low-lying areas. So if you have a dip in your yard with a lot of beautiful flowers you want to keep alive a little bit longer, you might want to throw a covering on that. But that's pretty much the only case here for most of us tonight, except for our northernmost communities. Rain chances over the next 10 days, again, staying decently minimal, but we do have a few more chances for some showers. Not really so much in terms of thunderstorm potential as of right now. These are looking at just showers, so that's some good news there. But Wednesday, about a 30% chance, and for Thursday, just about a 20% chance. Most of both of those days still looking to stay dry, but with another smaller chance for some showers towards the end of this forecast, we are going to be very close to average here on our precipitation outlook. But on the temperature outlook, we're still going to be a little bit above average. Average high temperature today is 60 degrees, but that's going to continue to fall and fall. So that high temperature trend by the end of this forecast, we're likely going to be seeing those mid to upper 50s. And that's where a lot of our temperatures are, but also we're generally going to see those upper 50s and a possibility of low 60s. So still technically a little bit above average. But our temperatures currently, look at Black River Falls, down to 31 degrees. Here in Madison, it's still 49. Most of us are in those 40s. Camp Douglas here, temperature at 38 degrees. So there are some chillier spots out there as of right now. Dew points, we don't really need to worry about these anymore. That's really mostly for summertime that we watch out for those. Higher dew points, a better chance for showers and thunderstorms and more humidity. But now that we're really starting to cool down these temperatures, we don't really see those dew points in the 60s and 70s. So now we're not really talking about mugginess so much. Now we're shifting gears, talking about frost, even snow potentially a few weeks and months down the line, hopefully, but no snow in the forecast right now. We'll keep that as long as we can.
I don't know how much you were able to watch, but it looked like football weather tonight in Madison, did it not?
Oh, it really did. Yeah, I like the cooler conditions, and yeah, good game here tonight, too.
Well, you're in luck, folks, because coming up after the break, we're going to talk some Badgers as they get back to 500 after a physical one with Army. Highlights coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. Eligible customers get great offers from GM Financial Plus. No monthly payments for 120 days on all 2021 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups and get $1,500 cash allowance. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
When you open a jar of Better Than Bouillon, you open up dinner time to great flavor. Chicken, beef, roasted garlic, sauteed onion. With Better Than Bouillon, the possibilities are endless. Make your everything better with Better Than Bouillon. Don't just make it better.
At Vanguard, you're more than just an investor. You're an owner. With access to financial advice, tools, and a personalized plan that helps you build a future for those you love. Vanguard. Become an owner.
Baby. Up would be the operative word there, pal.
Yeah. All right, have a good day.
If you ride, you get it.
Oh, wow, we're really backed up.
GEICO Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
We're divided, but we can agree now's the time to help hardworking Wisconsinites, right? Nope, not Ron Johnson. See, on lowering prescription drug prices, Johnson was a no. Adding dental and vision to Medicare? Nah. Or making childcare more affordable to help people get back to work? No way. What about making the rich, like him, pay their fair share in taxes? Heck no. Tell Ron Johnson, time to say yes to building Wisconsin back better.
Incomparable design makes it beautiful. State-of-the-art technology makes it brilliant. The Lexus NX. With pedestrian detection, lane departure alert, and Amazon Alexa compatibility. Standard. Experience the crossover in its most visionary form. See Lexus of Madison.
Wisconsin back under Camp Randall's lights for the second time this season, and the Badgers adopt the mindset, whatever it takes, get it done this week, which is exactly what they did against the Army Black Knights. Slow start for the Badgers offense, but they find their footing early in the second. Braylon Allen for a 33-yard touchdown. Wisconsin takes a 7-0 lead. Well, Graham Mertz provides some insurance heading into halftime. He takes it in himself, his first rushing score of the season. Now, as for the Badgers defense, they're handling the triple option pretty well. Aside from an Army touchdown, the D comes up with a huge play in the final minutes of the game. Leo Chanel sacks, forces a fumble. Badgers recover, and they capitalize. They go on to win their third game of the season, 20-14. Top 25 conference matchup for Whitewater football this afternoon, taking on Oshkosh. Warhawks put up 22 points in the second quarter, helping them win 32-13, move to 6-0 on the season. Quarterback Max Myler had 2 touchdowns on the day. Warhawks on the road again next weekend to face UW River Falls. Kickoff is at 1. And the NFL's oldest rivalry is about to be renewed as the Packers head to Chicago for the first of 2 meetings this season. Each team riding a win streak of their own into tomorrow's contest. Packers with 4 straight, Bears with back-to-back victories to go 1 game over 500. Now, regardless of records and streaks, Green Bay owns the all-time series and has dominated the Bears this last decade. A storied rivalry that's about to have a new chapter written.
Little Green Bay was getting beat up for a long time by our foes to the south. Farby showed up and we closed the gap, and then we've overtaken them. It's always a battle against them and always fun when you can beat them.
Each team wants to come out with that victory, and it's a little bit added to it. And, you know, this is the oldest rivalry in football, so it's time to get it.
The third-ranked Wisconsin volleyball team is fresh off a sweep of Michigan State, which marked their 6th straight conference win. Now the Badgers finish up their Michigan tour against the Wolverines. Wisconsin takes the first 2 sets, but it wasn't easy. Badgers down in the 3rd set. Dana Recchi powers past the block to tie it up. Well, there's not a lot of separation on the scoreboard. Badgers going for their match point. Julia Orzel seals the deal with a dump. She leads the Badgers with 14 kills today. Wisconsin sweeps. They now have 7 straight wins. Badgers return home for a meeting with 8th-ranked Ohio State on Friday. And the Big 8 conference title on the line this morning for cross country. In the girls individual, Middleton's Lauren Ponsegro cruises to first, finishing just under 18 minutes, an entire minute ahead of the next runner. And on the boys' side, Middleton's Griffin Ward safely ahead of the competition, finishes first with a time of 15 minutes and 58 seconds. Girls' final team results, Middleton on top with West and Memorial in 2nd and 3rd. And the boys' final team results, West comes in first with Middleton and Madison LaFollette right behind.
Well, we got to go back to that Badger game real quick. I just want to get your thoughts from what you saw tonight.
Well, I know that it was going to be a very tough and physical game because obviously both teams like to run the ball, and obviously, you know, the Badgers went back to that last week. They went back to basics. So, I mean, it really came down to those final minutes, because even 38 seconds left, Army scored another touchdown, so they had to hold on there. But I know that they're very happy to be at 500 on the season. Crazy.
I want to say thank you to you, Jordan, and Matt in my ear. My producer was giving me some score updates. As always, we'll be right back with one last check of that weather.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. Ford Explorer, America's best-selling SUV, with available seating for up to 7 passengers. An available terrain management system. Because the SUV of the future isn't built for a few. It's built for America. Ford Explorer. Drive one today. Now lease an Explorer XLT for just $389 a month, only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
Can you get this? I don't have my wallet.
Oh, really? It's funny how that always happens.
It's funny.
With BMO Harris, you don't need your wallet. You can get money from any BMO ATM using your phone.
Uh-oh, looks like someone can buy their own tacos.
You could also pay them back with Zelle.
So many ways for you to pay.
Awesome.
Order for BMO.
Ooh, tacos, banking. Some things are made to be mobile.
That feeling you get when your phone is your wallet. That's the BMO effect. And right now, open a new BMO Harris account online in just 5 minutes.
All Denny's pancakes are made to order with fresh buttermilk, but this month's Spotlight Stack feels like fall and is the pumpkiniest, pecan pie drizzliest, and most gram-worthy of them all. New pumpkin pecan pancakes, this month's Spotlight Stack. See you at Denny's.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Bro, one more time.
Jif peanut butter. That flow crazy. It's that jiffing good. Ludacris changed his flow for it.
When it comes to what's best in a mattress,
Big ol' springs,
memory foam, foam. Denver Mattress says, why not both? Introducing the Doctor's Choice Hybrid with the cooling full-body comfort of gel memory foam and individually wrapped coils featuring Boss technology. All packed in this easy-to-manage box. Choose from the luxury firm, Plush, and Eurotop. And rest easy knowing it's backed by our 365-night better sleep guarantee. The Doctor's Choice Hybrid, exclusively at Denver Mattress.
Connect with News 3 Now on Facebook Messenger.
Okay, so the world is still slowly getting back to normal since the pandemic started, and one New York icon reopened for the first time after closing last March. Of course, it's the Central Park Freedom Memorial Carousel. Kids hopped on to enjoy the rides. Adults hopped on them with occasion, holding their kids or just making sure to remember the event by taking pictures or videos. New Yorkers were happy to have the merry-go-round back in their lives today.
So exciting to be part of this great day, reopening the Freedom Memorial Carousel. So much fun. All New Yorkers need to be back outside in our parks having fun, and it's just such a celebration of New York City's recovery and resilience today.
The original carousel at the location was built in 1861, and get this, it was pulled using horsepower. Yes, you heard me correctly, horsepower. Well, we've come a long way, huh?
Yeah, we really have, I would say so. Oh, my gosh. But, you know, the forecast, though, it's also come a long way. We're not talking about 80s and 90s anymore. We're cooling things down. In fact, tonight's low, 39 degrees. Our northernmost communities are under that frost advisory until 8 a.m. for tomorrow. And even if you're worried about that, even here in the Dane County area, it might be a good idea just to cover up some plants just in case. But then your extended forecast shows a lot of sunshine. These next 3 days especially, absolutely gorgeous out there.
Well, that's all we have for tonight, folks. Thanks so much for joining us, Madison.